So we're done with everything I wanted to show, but for the sake of completion, let's add some more full desktop environment. So this is going to be heavy, so I'm preparing a 6 gig image file. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our current image and I'm going to do dd equals and dev type equals whip image and of equals 6 gig image and conv equals no trunk, I think. Let's do block size equals whatever, doesn't matter, it's local. And I just want to see that I got it right and didn't truncate it. And yeah, it looks good. So I'm going to resize it. And now I need to duplicate ext4-f this guy. And now now I have like a bigger file system, this 6 gig one. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I will change. Let me just cp whip. I'll move whip.image, the previous one, to done. Let's say Tuesday. That's the day-to-day image, and I'm going to. But it's fine. Cp 6 gig image to whip image, so later I can just get back from where I was. So we have this. I just want to make sure that I can boot correctly. I don't really need the pass-through now, but I'll do that anyway. I want to see that it boots. This one only has like the Western, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, look at it. It has like a 4.3 txt4, so we have like also journal. So it's not so bad. So now I'm going to do dhclient, and I think that the name is ubuntu-desktop. I don't remember actually the name of the full GNOME package. So let's just say apt-cache search. Let's do desktop. Amazing. Yeah, so this is like the transitional package of ubuntu-gnome-desktop. This looks like it. So I'm just going to go and install it. Let's see how much more space it will need. A lot. Only 2.5 more gigs. But look what it wants to get us like while we're at it. Tons of X server stuff. Okay. It also gives us like Wayland, which is fine, and X Wayland, which is like X over Wayland. But look at all this. You understand why I always want to minimize? So I will not continue. Let's just, for the sake of curiosity, see what it is without the install recommends. It's less terrible. But it is still terrible. And you know what? I have like a backup, so let's try to see what's happening if I do the with the no install recommends. And if it's not fast enough, then I'll go back to the image that if it doesn't work like immediately out of the box, then I'll go back. Just remember that like the hardware here is not like the most amazing, and one of the advantages is that I can go back and boot something without DRM support, and it will work. But I'm not sure for these things. It's better not to play. Yes, it's third size, but it's better not to play with the dependencies. When I say third, I just lost a contract in one of my favorite companies. I'll not say who they are, but I really love them, and I really love some of the guys there. They're already customers of mine. We're supposed to do some Yocto project optimization things and some security things, and told me, hey, like another vendor offer third of the price. Yeah, we know you are great. We want to work with you, and they were meaning it, right? They're not like from the countries that are like always lying, but yeah. So let's see if now that I choose their strategy and took something that was third of the price, like third of like this size, if it will work. And if not, then it's an indication that they're going to get back to me, and then I will get them 6 times their price, because the policy is, hey, you don't get back to me immediately, and double the price. And super nice, but it's policy set like 10 years ago. Maybe in a future company, I will, if I start again, like in distant future perhaps, then I will not have to keep that promise. But yeah, I mean, what I'm mostly doing now is spending time to help like this move on. But I can actually pause the video, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get myself something to drink while I eat. Water, don't worry. So just one thing, like in some of the previous videos, not the last one, not the latest ones, we wanted to work like with 9p. And there are all kind of things when you want to create special files, and when you use like all kind of like display servers like Western, like X, then they're going to heavily be relying on Unix domain sockets. So you will see that if your system is like too hacky, then some things like will not work. We already traced everything to the bones, not everything, but several things. So I'm obviously not going to do it again, or not so obviously because it's me, right? But and I like showing things. And the thing is that, yeah, this is except like for that I don't have like a normal GPU here, or that I'm waiting for like the future to have like pass through SR IOV as part of like the mainstream, the kernel mainline. Then except for that, then yeah. So I think it's going to be done almost. Yeah, let's just choose whatever. I really don't know what is happening like with the space. Let's do more. Oh, maybe I need enter. Yeah, let's do English. But I said 35. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it like this. I could do like the non-interactive like Debian installation, and then it would be fun. But look what's happening now. We have like it talks about graphical target wants. So it looks now at some like account management, and it will need to set a couple of other things as well. And we'll be able to, like, if we use like systemd, we don't have to use systemd, but if we use systemd, we would be able to go and actually remove like the graphical target by doing systemd isolate, for example, to multi-user target. So yeah, so we have a like terminal, and this is like a terminal that is going to be our default terminal. I'm going to do Control Alt F2 or something like that, and it has like all the things that it wants. It wants to manage like the GPU, and it wants all kind of things. Okay, like in system services, quite a lot of packages will be installed here. So they're still installed, and they will keep being installed. And now that we're done, of course it has like dbus. Let's see. Then yeah, we have this is the without the dependencies. So we have this, which is nice. So I don't want to make. I'm just trying it live, and there can be a lot of room for error. Okay, but I just want to go ahead. At least I'm running now inside systemd. When I was first doing a video version for running X on this configuration with or without GPU, it took some time to set up, and I didn't like install entire desktop manager. I just did it like piece by piece. So now I went for like the whole picture, except for the no recommends, for the no install recommend. But let's just see what is the default target here in systemd. So it is graphical, okay? So theoretically, what I can do is go ahead. This is like my emulator, my terminal. I'll make it a little bit bigger. I don't really know what will be the outcome, to be honest, but I'm going to try. Isolate. What's its face? Multi-user. I want to say what I said before, and I'll go to graphical. Something is happening. If everything works well, then we will see some graphics. If not, then well, perhaps not. Okay. So here is this is like the GNOME. Look what's going on, like this square is because it's because of a DPU. This definitely runs like DRM. So this fellow is like me, and actually there is a chance that there is no access. Only it's not as user that there is no access for root, but maybe there is. It could be like, yeah. So this one does not work now. Amazing, but I'm not going to struggle with it. I'm just going to do add user, and yeah, I'm going to connect here, user. Sorry. So now it gives me this user, and now it logs in, and woohoo! I have GNOME. You know what's the funny thing? This is the first time I actually use Ubuntu 24.04. So great. But here, look what's happening. Like again, you do not see my cursor. This is because of like the display, but things do work, which is pretty nice. Okay. So so I can go and let's do terminal. Interesting. Vim comes installed like with it, so it is pretty interesting. Or like I did like this start menu, this win key. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, let's go to the terminal, and this is the terminal. And look how messed up it is. Like these spaces, it's actually because of font, because of like it's very noticeable that that this is some graphics. So this is like some display issue or some terminal graphic terminal issue. But this is what I have, and I do control minus, and then it looks a little bit better. Okay, I will go and I will increase like this window, and now it does do the mount set. Remember when I talked about Wayland and it didn't? Now it does. There is no Firefox, but that's fine. It does not have Snap because I did not like install it, because usually Firefox, Chrome, and these packages require it. And yeah, we could go like let's go to I have no idea what is additional, maybe drivers, maybe DRI. I have no idea what it is. Drivers, yeah, I'm less interested in that. And I am more interested in settings. Okay. It says network unavailable. I'm not sure why, but maybe because network manager was not like installed here. Who knows? Displays. This is like the display that I have, and like the resolution. And yeah, it's very, very, very annoying. Like without like the graphical acceleration. So this is GNOME, and we can do the same for KDE. We can do the same for all kind of display managers, and this is pretty nice, and this is pretty good. Okay, so let me go ahead and switch back to my terminal. I probably put it on top, Mr. Cute. Yes, I did. And yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter me. It doesn't bother me. But I'm going to do Yeah, let's do your PS, okay? Let's just see which is like the backend, the display server that it chose, for example. So I will minimize this front here, and we have like a GTM session. We have like a pipewire for audio, and we execute quite a few things. If I do like XDG open to something, then it will open with the right editor. We have a desktop environment. I mean, this is what it is, okay? System D and login is like what I put like before, okay? And we have like a dbus, and it ran WPA supplicant itself, like GNOME, because it want to use it. And yeah, and this is like what we have, which is pretty nice. And let's see, for example, on the environment itself, let's look at, for example, the environment variables here. It looks a little bit terrible, but it's not the end of the world. So you can see the runtime dir that like on our Wayland demo that it needed it. We have like a GNOME setup, we have like the display, and look at this, we have display here, which is like pretty, and we have also like Wayland display. So my assumption is that this is running like Wayland, otherwise it wouldn't be this. And I'm not sure. I think there is configuration file somewhere that allows like to disconnect. Sorry, but I'm not 100% sure like how it is. That allows like to choose if GNOME or X, but otherwise via configuration you can select it. Like in my own desktop, I'm actually using X because there was a problem with Wayland with one of the video conferencing applications, and I never bothered to change it. So I'll isolate it again to multi-user, and this is supposed to be gone. So this is okay. The problem is that there is like no mouse there, which is pretty annoying. There is a way to force it to not use like a graphic acceleration if we have like if we have it, no, but I only have like the way I ran it. Okay, now let's go ahead and see if we have an option to use this in order to run like an application. So I need to provide like a display, and I need to start X for that. Because I cannot open display. Let's see if I do start X. Yeah, so it's not happy about it because it's missing, simply because I didn't install everything. This is the true. Otherwise, if I install like everything, then I'm pretty sure that it could add XF86 configuration parameters, and then I'll be able like to run it. Okay, so this did not run, or maybe it did. I don't know. No, let's see. Display equals 0. Yeah, it looks okay. And look what it says. Like this is actually logged in as privileged user. Okay. Actually, this is interesting. I mean, that it has like a session. It's not supposed to have like a session, but okay, maybe this particular StartX does like these things. So yeah, it's interesting. Usually, you just ever like over like this black background, and that's it. So it is pretty interesting. Okay, I was not expecting it. And like, let's say I'm trying like to run VI, or it doesn't do like the window manager. You know what? This is surprising. You should just take my word for it that if you just like install the Xorg packages, that's it. You will not see like those display and these things. Okay? And if I just remove like GNOME, but keep the X packages, you will see this yourself. So let's do another thing. Like usually the example that I would have, so it's a problem, like it does all kind of things that is not like what I would want it to. Okay, so it cannot work with it like that, but it's okay. It's not very interesting. Let's see what happens if we just do like the calculator. And again, it complains, and I don't know what it wants to do, but so be it. Okay. And StartX now is itself is not very happy. And one of the things I can do here is there is like this X that starts that would start X term by default. Maybe if I run like X init directly. I don't remember, to be honest. So this is one example, and it's like a nice example. And let me just get out of here. I think it wants me to restart the system. You know what? If I restart, what I did is before I isolated like the target. I did isolation of the target. So let's see what it brings us. Like essentially, it should know, to go ahead and run this fellow. Okay. So this is one display environment, and I will now get out of here. And what I will do is let's copy USB password to something else just for fun. The thing is that I don't know how to compile the kernel, so this particular kernel. So like my idea was to remove like the graphic acceleration part. And it can do something like, I don't know, like let's forget about this one. VGA STD, and I don't know, VGA equals F0x. I don't remember the number. I can do like ask, but I think 15 is 1024 on 768, or maybe it's 16. Let's give it a shot. There's a chance it won't work anyway. So there is frame buffer, which is starting to be encouraging. Okay, and let's see what we have here. So it really depends a lot on how like how I like installed like the kernel. Okay, but now I have like a frame buffer. I am not supposed to have a DRM device, but there is a possibility that QEMU did expose it there. There is no such device, and to be honest, I am not sure. Let's see status. Yeah, I mean it's still going to try and work, but perhaps it doesn't work without DRM at this time. But that would be quite interesting to see. Let's just see if we do like cat dev dev urandom into dev fp0. Yeah, frame buffer works fine. So yeah, we don't have like a change VT, but never mind. So without like we had like the regular GNOME working pretty well, and it was nice. And let's go back to multi-user, and now we have console, which is also nice. And let's do startx. And now this is, look what's happening. Like it's going to I think it's going to complain about DRI. I'm pretty sure this is the issue. You can go and look at this. Like in older version, you would be pretty fine. Yeah, that's what it complains about. So this is why it did not work. Okay. So it's not the end of the world. This can be configured. X11 can be configured. Everything can be configured. But yeah, we had like one display manager that is working, and it's pretty nice. They're all kind of like lightweight display manager, and then lets you like check, but let's install let's see if they also call it desktop. Maybe it's plasma. I'm not sure what is the name of it. Yeah, so plasma-dekstop. Maybe they also have Ubuntu. This would be like Ubuntu. No. So let's install apt-get install plasma-dekstop. And of course, this is also pretty like massive. Before, like I did like with the no install recommend for GNOME, right? So there is a chance that like somewhere there got missing. So yeah, I'll copy that. And there is also like LXQT. That is LXQT. And there is also XFCE4. And for them there is something nice, like you can do something like start TX or start LXQT or start XFCE, which I think the letter is like the desktop environment of the Raspberry Pi operating system. I think now they call it Raspberry Pi OS. But these are like some of the things that you can do. So this pretty much, I did promise that we will have full desktop environment. So I hope that like you trust what I said. Okay, I'll let it install anyway. KDE, the Plasma, KDE, and let's wait and see. So yeah, now we have it, which is nice, and it actually tells us also, hey, start Plasma X11. It has like a shortcut for that. So let's see what it gives us. Again, like we cannot connect to the X server, and I just want to remind you that we couldn't use this anyway. So let's get out of here. Okay. I will shut down to have like history. I will go ahead and run. Let's see what I copied. I will run the previous one. Now we have two desktop environments. So two desktop environments and a very. By the way, if I use like Spice, then cursor will be fine and everything will be fine. Just so you know that. And I can also use like a VNC like from within QEMU, and you can do all kinds of things. It's not that bad. So somewhere here, it should also let me select. If only I could click where I want it. Yeah. So it can tell me like what is the display that I want. Actually, I don't know why Plasma runs on. So here you have like, okay, Ubuntu and GNOME on XOR, Ubuntu on XOR. So yeah, it was Wayland indeed, as I said. Let's go ahead and run this one, Plasma. So it already looks different, right? So let it load, and yeah, we got it. We have like several desktop environment. And look what a beautiful mountain, right? So we have all this, and you can select your look and feel. And actually forgot what is like the shortcut here for logging out. But WinKL is supposed to log, but I don't know which one to log. Or maybe it's in GNOME. Yeah, so it's not bad, okay? So I can go ahead and do, I don't know, do this. And yeah, so we have Plasma, and we can install additional display managers as well, which is pretty nice, right? So let's go and, just for the sake of completion, to achieve the target. You see, without cursor, everything is like so hard. At least it identifies that I'm trying to click it, which is also, it was all there. That's well above my pay grade. But I just do tab and that's it. Yeah, so like let's do like ubuntu-gnome-desktop, and let's see what this one gives us. And this is it, and this is what like we have, and just for fun, display equals 0 x calc. It cannot do it because authorization is required, and I need to do like probably xhost plus or I don't know what, and I need to like go and like take care of this, and I won't do it because I don't feel like doing it. So open terminal, control F2, printf, grep display, and this is like the display, and like if I set it like correctly, and oh, of course I need to put, because I'm not super user now and the environment is different, this is like the problem. But if I change like the user and I did like export display equals, it's supposed to enable itself like to run something. So yeah, so there you have it. That's where you have it, and you could also have like, I don't know, xcalc or x I don't know what, and because it's a window manager, then you can actually manage that, right? And if I resize the screen as opposed to with Weston, then I'll be able to also do that. And now I did like shift down, and if I add cursor, everything would be like much nicer, okay? And you know what, actually there is a chance that when I run QEMU itself, that I can provide like a cursor, and there is something like that. So I'll just try it quickly, although it doesn't really matter. And let's go and see that, although it really doesn't matter. So I mean, I'm done showing everything that I wanted to show, to be honest. Let me shut this down. I don't really care about this session. Okay, but it probably feared me, and let's let's see. There is something about cursor. I think when you do mouse, yeah, display, blah 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 blah, show cursor, yeah. So with Spice, this would work fine anyway, like you should not worry. And with SDL or like TTK or whatever, yeah, we can do that. So that's what I'm going to try. Okay, let's do here. I don't even know if it will work. This is something else that I'll ditch, because look at this fellow. and I'll do here on the display show cursor on. I think this will be syntax. And let's try to run it again. We might get lucky. So this is like my cursor. I mean, I just pressed, I clicked inside, and look what's going on. I mean, I see the cursor, but look, you see how it's like blocked? This is my own cursor. So it's a nice hack, and now it's somehow manageable. I could cheat and I can tell you, hey, this is indication of X. If you saw that, because remember the last session that I had? Yeah, now it's much nicer. Like it's actually workable, and I should have remembered it in previous videos. So yeah, this is where we are, and it could jump from place to place, but it is what it is. It's not what I had in mind. Yeah, so open terminal and print and grab display. Oh. 0, okay. And yeah, I mean, I already did it in another video that I don't know if I uploaded because it wasn't very amazing, but we could take advantage of this and actually, by the way, I did not install everything, so I think I don't have like network manager here. We could take advantage of quite some things, and you know, just work with it like with our environment, not that there is mouse, you know. Even the sky is not the limit, but this jumpiness is annoying. We'll use it to log out. Yes, I do not want to wait 60 seconds. Thank you for offering. And I'm wondering if you listen to me. So I can't say I know what was bothering it, but it really doesn't matter, to be honest. Whatever. So yeah, it just took it time. Fantastic. So yeah, so this was like Ubuntu on XOR, GNOME, Weston. Let's give it like the regular GNOME. And this is what it happened before. This is what it opened before, like when we did the default X. So this is actually quite weird. Okay, this is less weird. But yeah. And it's so slow. What's bothering it? A lot could be because of like the OpenGL, by the way, just so you know. Okay, this was how it was. Yeah, this is nice. Cool, nice and impressive. Alright, and now we can go and see again print 10, grab display, and here you can see that we have Wayland and plus X on Wayland. So it's great, we have full environment support, and if I add like another graphic card, you will see that everything will be much faster, much nicer, and everything would be like amazing. So I think this is much more than enough. You know what, if you watch it and you think it's still useful, please let me know. I mean, yeah, I know this stuff. I was dealing with these kind of things almost 2 decades ago. I mean, I do some things to teach and to help some people do like microcontrollers to be more Linux-ish, and as part of like a meetup that I'm organizing, and we're like with fun, but videos are very time-consuming. Um, Even if I don't edit or do very minimal editing, which I actually don't, and then if I make some mistakes when I do like live coding, like demonstrations, then I don't want it to be like against my reputation. I did do a thing or two in my career, but yeah. So, but if it's useful for others, I don't care. Yeah, I say okay. I take comfort in that. All right, so that's it. This has been recorded a little bit before meetup number 17, but it will be uploaded probably after it. So if you see it before, have a great meetup. See you.